And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live our second show today. We're live on the road at Food City in Elizabethton, kicking on Mother's Day weekend. Gorgeous, gorgeous flowers here in the Florida barn where we are broadcasting live. And so we will tell you about that. The girls are, man, they are swamped. They're so busy they can't talk today, and I understand that. It's busy. They're doing Mother's Day. They're doing not graduation, but prom weekend. So they've had 2 or 3 funerals they've got to do big casket sprays for. So they're out making deliveries right now anyway. So we will trudge on. We want to show you some of the flowers they've got here as we say good morning to you. I want to start right here with this one just for a second. How about that? Is that not gorgeous? A calla lily. Put that out on the ground and get those beautiful calla lilies year after year after year, perennial. That's for $22.99, ready to go. And here's one other one that we'll get started on the show. These are tulips, of course, and these go for $12.99. Look at these tulips. Mom for Mother's Day. Put them out in the ground. I know, as I've told you before, I know some folks that order flowers, not order, but plant flowers in honor or in memory of Mom that's gone, or trees. Here's some beautiful tulips. Look at that. This is $12.99, again, all day long at all Food City locations. It's deals for days. Here it is, what we're dealing with, what we're going to be talking about throughout the show. We've got Swaggerty's sausage patties, watermelon, bacon, snow crab clusters on sale, Coca-Cola products, pork fillets, Lance crackers, Powerade, Van Camp beans. That's all just in the front. Little Debbie snack cakes. We'll be telling you all about those. We're going to be joined by Andrew McKeon at the bottom of the hour, the president of Carter County Bank. He joins us, talking, I guess, I'm sure Braves baseball. And a little bit later on, we'll be joined by Jeff Beverly with the Big Orange Update we get every week about what's going on in Tennessee sports. Let's get it started first. How about Gabe Short? Let's let him sing again the national anthem. Gabe did it here a couple days ago, and I think it's worth him doing it again. So here we go. As soon as I find it, the national anthem, and we'll get it cranked up. We'll take a look at some high school baseball and softball and soccer. We'll get it started right after this from Gabe Short, the national anthem on show number 1855 on the way to 2000. Here's Gabe Short on the Tom Daly Sports Show live at Food City in Elizabethton. And
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And back with the Tom Daly Sports Show, he came by and said, "You won't get me, you better get me right now," because we got a big sale going on. Store looks good, by the way.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're filled up. We're, like you always say, locked and loaded. We've got an awful lot for Mother's Day weekend. Floral department looks tremendous. Baker Deli looks great. So I'm well pleased with what the preparation we've had.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
We got you over here, which is another great thing.
Love coming over here.
You know, we love having you over here. You're good about coming on holidays, and I mean, it really We love it, you know.
Somebody the other day, it was Thanksgiving. Is it just me or this thing's flying by?
Years going by fast. It may just be me and you, though.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that.
Are going by.
Just hand it to him on a silver platter, Tom.
You did.
He's gonna.
You laid that out there.
I laid it out. He's going to burn me. That's good. So, but it is. It just seems like the other day was Thanksgiving. So here it is, Mother's Day weekend. Again, you've got a whole, I don't know how many, there's probably 4, 5, 8-foot tables stacked full of flowers.
Full, and they're all in great shape. They're beautiful. And girls over here, they're working all they can do with all the proms and Mother's Day and all the orders they've got. I mean, I've got 3 that can't look up over here. They got their head down and making arrangements.
Number one Florida department in the chain, which tells you how busy these ladies are. And so we may get them on, probably not, and that's okay. I can sell flowers.
You're great selling flowers.
Oh yeah, I've already talked about those calla lilies, those purple things. Those things are gorgeous. And reach around there on the corner and get that little rose real quick. There you go.
Yeah.
Check this out, folks.
Good.
This one, you put it out in the ground. This will come back. This is $18.99. Look at this. It's called a flower market. Little tin bucket it comes in. Little miniature rose. These are getting ready to bloom. So you put them out in the ground. This heat and humidity you've got going on right now, these things will pop and look good for $18.99, less than $19 for Mom for Mother's Day. When the girls come back from delivery, they're going to bring me some samples of cut flowers. These are all potted that we've got here. But anyway, we got a big sale going on. It's deals for days. What do you got going on, sir?
We do. We've got our 2-day sale Friday, Saturday. We got our Swaggerty sausage patty, $7.99 back, 30 count back in the meat department. You know, these kind of things, with times like they are, you need to take advantage of. We've got snow crab clusters, $6.99 a pound, which is about the cheapest I remember seeing them in a long time. Seedless watermelon quarters already cut. We got them on ice. They tell me they're real good, 99 cents a pound. That's always been a great selling item for us. Guantly bacon, sliced bacon, $2.99. That's hard to believe there. Hormel pork fillets, $5.99 for 1.7 pounds back in our meat department. And I have to cut that off a minute.
It rings nonstop.
Nonstop. We got Coke 12 packs, buy 4, $4.75 each. Got our Lance crackers on sale, Powerade, buy 10, 79 cents each. Marie Calendar pies back in that's good Mother's Day for the table. Back in our frozen department, $4.99 each. Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99. We've got Van Camp's chili beans, $1.49 a can. Betty Crocker cake mix and brownie mix, 4 for $5.
So let me ask you something about this snow crab. You said it's the best price you've seen in a long time.
It is.
Is there folks at Food City out there looking for the deal, shopping all the time, see what they can get the best deal they can get? Is that how it works?
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, so you got somebody up in corporate out there just kind of perusing all the time, trying to find the best deal for the company, right?
And we can
pass it on.
Pass it on. Pass it on to the consumer. We've got our Cosmic Crisp apples back. Crisp apples back in our produce department, $1.29 a pound. And Bakery Deli, we've got 8-inch strawberry pies, freshly made, $5.99 each. That's a winner there too. Black Forest ham back there, $6.99 a pound. Got some Pillsbury crescent and cinnamon rolls, 2 for $5. Yoplait yogurt, 10 for $5. Good bargain there. Snapple on sale. Snapple drinks. Got popcorn snacks, $2.99. Maxwell House coffee, $8.49. Coffee Mate coffee creamer, $3.49 for the 32-ounce can. And Pepperidge Farm goldfish on sale for, the kids love those things. They're real popular.
Oh yes.
Pillsbury Grand biscuits, $2.99. Tortino pizza rolls, 100 count, $7.49. There's some real buys here. They really are. And Nabisco Oreo chocolate chip cookies, 2 for $7, and got some Bounty Essential paper towels, $5.99 for the 6 mega rolls. And of course, for the holiday, we've got our Kingsford charcoal on sale for 12, 16 pounds for $9.99.
Grilled out last weekend, got some ground chuck. Came in here and got something. Now, you talking about good.
Oh, yeah.
They're big old thick ground chuck burgers, and put those bad boys in the grill. I'm talking those are excellent. So I can give you a testimonial from the meat department.
For that.
Oh yes.
In a regular ad, we've got some fresh product, some good product over in our produce department. We've got some buys on corn over there. russet potatoes. Got some 3 for $10 mix and match savings over in our produce. Can't pass that up. We've got our gourmet burgers, $2. $2, 5 ounce each, $2 each, and we've got our $9.99 fresh salmon fillets, $9.99 a pound, on sale this weekend. 8-piece fried chicken at Baker Deli, $8.99. That's about as good as you find that. So we just got, it was holiday. The company's tried to put some bargains out there to try to help people and have a good weekend.
All right, so I'm going to get you to talk about Mom here for just a second. Okay, we got the flowers, the Mylar balloons. What else would you suggest coming in and take a look at for Mom for Mother's Day? Because I'm looking at the Mother's Day balloons. There's probably, let me see if I can guess the different styles there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different types or styles of Mylar balloons for Mom for Mother's Day. What else would you recommend?
Well, I mean, I like, of course, I love food, but I like a strawberry pie. That would be my pick, $5.99 each for the fresh strawberry pies. I like that awful well. I'd probably cruise the Bakery Deli for some of their. We've got chocolate chip cookies, National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day, and we've got cookies on sale all week up till Tuesday. Fresh baked chocolate chip cookies, $3.99. Love these things.
Oh, yeah.
And
fresh made in store.
Fresh made in store chocolate chip cookies. We got to promote those. We've got a lot of those made, ready to go. And
$3.99 is what you said.
$3.99.
Yeah.
Oh, no, excuse me. $5.49.
$5.49, but still,
if I make sure that's correct.
You couldn't tell you about the eggs and milk. You couldn't make them for $5.49.
I think
there's no way you can make them for that price.
Actually, these will ring up $3.99 when they go through the register.
Either way,
but anyway,
tell me about the eggs and the sugar. You couldn't make them for that.
No, you couldn't. I couldn't make them.
No, I couldn't make them for if you gave if it was for free. You got it. Amen.
Make them,
well
but
put.
Anyway, we've got we're set up really well for Mother's Day. We've got the Mylars, we've got the flowers, and we've got in our Bakery Deli. They're well stocked. So I mean, I got a lot of general merchandise to choose from too.
Yeah, what's out on the front porch? I know on this side. Of course, they're painting right now, so they're sprucing up the outside. But you got hanging baskets over on this side. You got ferns over on this side of the front porch. What do you got?
Well, we've got some egg chairs over there. We sold one yesterday. They're real popular, and just got some outdoor patio furniture and
rocking chairs.
Rocking chairs, and yeah, I tell you, the store is full. I mean, we're very well stocked, ready for the holiday.
Yep.
Thanks to corporate warehouse. They've done a great job as always. They continue to find deals for us and keep us in stock. Can't say enough about them.
Yep, cranking it out. We're up to how many stores now?
Well, it changes every few weeks.
I know.
I wouldn't want to give an exact number, but I guess the food C stores we're probably in around 140s in the mid 140s.
Really?
It does change real often.
Yeah, they're opening up stores in Alabama. I mean, it's hard to keep up, and so, but that's a good thing. Growth is good.
It is, and that speaks well of how well the company is bringing good prices, doing the right things, running the clean store, and trying to hire the best people we can, and we're successful in growing, taking care of our customers. Customers is what lets us grow.
Mm-hmm. I want to get you one of those. Do you need one of those? I'd like to get you one. One of them bug zappers.
Bug zappers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I may pick you up a jar of cookies here to take home with you. Let you try those. Trade you a bug zapper.
I'll swap you for a bug zapper for cookies.
For cookies.
Who wins on that deal?
Those cookies anyway.
Who wins on that deal? You or me?
I don't know. You?
I get the cookies. You get a bug zapper. A mosquito and flying insect. Reach up there and grab me one of those, would you? I'm going to show them so they know what we're talking about. So, I mean, I know we laugh about it. It's a tennis racket, but it's very practical. It is a mosquito and flying insect bug zapper. Kills bugs on contact. So there you go.
Electric.
It is electric. Easy to use, lightweight, handheld.
Real hard. You can sit there in the shade and just zit.
Pop them.
Kind of. It'd be fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not a fan of bugs. So,
it is a mosquito in time for Mom for Mother's Day and just for the summertime. Again, a mosquito and flying insect bug zapper. There you go.
If you had a kid at home, they would enjoy going around to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They would enjoy that. It'd be a lot of fun.
There you go.
You know. Hey, once again, we're glad you came over for a holiday. We've had a few laughs and
Gotta laugh.
Company a little bit and look forward to you coming back. I'm gonna get busy down here. And
you got a store to run.
Got a store to run, and so I see you've got a guest waiting. So look forward to you coming back. Thank you.
Thank you, son.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. That's my son. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Andrew McKeon joins us. Coming up next, the president of Carter County Bank. Looking forward to talking to him. We'll take a quick break, see what's going on at, let's see, how about, we've not had him on today. He is the number one agent. He is the number one agent in the entire country of Horseman Insurance. How about that? He is Rick Walters, does a phenomenal job, and here he is to tell you more about how he can help you with Rick Walters and your car insurance on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coming up next, Andrew McKeon, El Presidente of Carter County Bank, probably talking Braves baseball, if I'm guessing. He joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, auto insurance. How can you help folks with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things that we do here at Horace Mann is we kind of target our niche market as educators, school teachers, school employees, cafeteria workers, custodians, superintendents. We cater towards the educational community, and we design all of our products for that purpose. Some of the things that we do, for example, if a teacher has an accident and she has her Horace Mann insurance on school property or while she's on school business, even if it's her fault, no matter what her deductible is, we're not going to charge her a deductible. We're going to waive that. If her car gets vandalized on school property, we're not going to have a deductible for that either. If somebody takes something out of her car while it's on school property, that's also going to be covered with no deductible. If they have, say, a computer that belongs to the school and they get into a car wreck and it gets destroyed, we're going to replace that computer for the school system. And so if they ever have to transport a student in their car, a lot of companies would consider that business use of your car. And so what Horace Mann does, we said, hey, look, we understand that you're a teacher and there's an emergency situation at times, even though the school board says not to do it. If you're going on a field trip and the bus holds 30 kids and you got 33 going, and you might throw 3 in the back seat and follow the bus, and for whatever reason that you have to take a student in your car, we're going to make sure that liability insurance extends to that child, and they'll be, all the medical bills and that sort of stuff will be covered.
Lots of reasons to give him a call if you're an educator or not an educator. Either way, to get a quote from Horseman Insurance. How do we get a hold of your social media and phone number?
Yes, you can go to horseman.com, which I have on the board up here, or you can go to call us here at 543-0059, option 4, ring right to my desk. Usually that phone number is good until about 10 o'clock at night because we do cover the West Coast. There's agents, in California, so we've always got someone answering the phone here up until at least 10 o'clock at night.
Rick Walters, one of our great sponsors here, the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. We're awful proud that he's one of our sponsors here on the ball games and on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back live here again at Food City. So he's in the house. He'd be our buddy El Presidente, Andrew McKeon, Carter County Bank. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Are you doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Is it not gorgeous outside
It's
today?
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, love it,
I
love it,
walked
love
in
it.
the front door and the lady said, Tom Taylor's that direction. You might want to go the other way. So I'm not sure what you did to her.
Who was it?
I don't
Wasn't Mandy, was it?
No. It was a sweet lady. She just smiled at me. I guess she knew I was coming this way. She must be a loyal listener and knew I was coming to find you.
Coming looking for me. Thank you. How about them Braves? 6.5 over Miami right now.
Over Miami.
Of all people.
Of all people. Miami in second place, and the Mets are in fourth. But there's just a game separating Miami and Philadelphia and the Mets. So
You got to know if you're Steve Cohen, the owner of the Mets, poured billions into this team.
yes.
And they are woefully underperforming. So it's early, but there's cause for concern if you're a Mets fan.
Yeah, it's early. They took off like a rabbit last year, and we chased them down slowly but surely. So It's by far it's not over. It's not over. So
Cardinals are struggling.
yeah, and that's amazing to me. The Cardinals have been at the top of their division for 30 years or around it. They've always been competitive, and it's sad to see a good team like that to struggle. I've always enjoyed them. They always play the game the right way. So
Managerial change, I'm hearing.
anything's possible when they're not performing. Somebody's got to take the fall. So it's not going to be the players or the general manager.
Got to fall on the knife, don't they? Somebody's got to take one for the team.
The general manager's not going to say it's his fault.
No. Here's the standings heading into the weekend. Braves 6.5 better than Miami. They'll be in Toronto. We'll talk about that in a moment. The Pirates leading. They're coming back down to earth, but they are still leading the Central with a half-game lead over Milwaukee. And the Dodgers 3 better than Arizona. Dodgers are picking it up and starting to play Dodger ball.
Well, they've got a lot of talent, and so all that talent's not going to stay down for long.
Atlanta will open up, as we said, in Toronto. Spencer Strider's on the mound against Chris Bassett. He's 4-0, and Bassett's 4-2. Good matchup tonight in Toronto.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be a good matchup. Strider's throwing really well. I always love watching him throw.
Mm-hmm. Will you be watching tonight, more than likely?
Depends. I'm going to go see my in-laws this weekend, so I don't know what's going on. So they might not let me have control of the TV.
Get to see Coach Ttss?
Yeah.
Say hello to him for me.
I will. I'll definitely do.
He was called his games. He was the head coach of the Bucks. One of the funniest guys, or was then. I guess he's just had a really dry, sarcastic sense of humor.
Yeah.
Still that way?
Yeah, I fit in well with the family.
I don't find you sarcastic. Well, yeah, you got a dry sense of humor. Yeah,
I was going to say.
Yeah, you do.
You need to talk to some more people.
Talk to your wife.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, say hello to Coach Ed Ttss. He's still coaching, isn't he?
He's at Naval
Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Annapolis. All right, in the American League, Tampa Bay 5 better than Baltimore in the East. Tampa Bay's still the best team in baseball. Does that surprise you?
No, not really. I mean, they're always there. They recruit or not recruit, scout unbelievably. So they've always got a lot of talent. It's not always they don't always pay to keep it, but they always find somebody to replace them. And Wander Franco is one of the most talented individuals you'll see in the game today.
Central Division, Minnesota leads Detroit, of all people, by 3. A big bust so far for Chicago, and Cleveland not really doing all that well. Detroit's in there. Did a major rebuild starting 2 years ago, and it's paying off. They're hanging right now.
Yeah, and they started the season 3-8, and then they've won 14 out of the last 25 or something like that, and that's kind of a weak division anyway. But they've been able to get themselves moved back up towards the top of that division.
In the West of the American League, Texas 3.5 games better than the LA Angels.
Yeah.
So
I'd like to see the Angels do well this year, just because I want Shohei to want to stay out there. I hate seeing all the top talent jump around from team to team. He's got the right to do what he wants. That's why they call it free agency. But I like to see teams kind of stick together, and Mike Trout deserves to have a running mate out there for a few more years.
This guy, they're talking, he's a free agent. They're talking next year he could break the bank, $600 million or up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he'll get it.
Yeah, I wish I'd worked a little harder.
Yeah.
But at my age, I would have missed that anyway. So I'd have, but still 10, 12 million would have been all right.
Just a few more swings in the cage.
Yep.
Man, it could have really got you some big bucks.
I know it.
But here we are, El Presidente of the bank, which is okay. He does a great job. So that's Major League Baseball. So the Braves, again, open up a weekend series in Toronto. Texas Rangers, how about it? Evan Carter named the Player of the Month in the entire Texas Ranger minor league organization. He was Player of the Year last year. This already out of the gate, Player of the Month in the month of April.
Yeah.
So this kid's going to be in the bigs.
He's a good kid, good player, all the talent in the world, and he works hard.
Yeah.
He doesn't rest on his laurels. I mean, he's taking his hacks and he's working hard. So he's got off to a good start. I think he's hitting around 300. Plus he walks, an unbelievable amount of time for a 20-year-old kid. He's got all the patience in the world at the plate, and it's great to see.
Trying to find. I've got his numbers here. Let me see if I can find it real
think the
quick.
last number I saw, 295, 296.
There it is.
4 homers, something like that.
Month of April. Here's what Evan Carter did. He's one of us, of course, from Elizabethton and the Tri-Cities. Named the Texas Ranger Player of the Month for the entire minor league, from rookie ball all the way up to AAA. So, 20 years old out of Elizabethton, hit in the month of April, 343, 2 doubles, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, and 21 walks over 18 games.
Yeah. It doesn't say how many strikeouts. I bet he's got more walks than he's got strikeouts.
Doesn't say.
And you don't see that in the major leagues anymore.
No. So the number 1 prospect in the Rangers system, and number 36 in baseball.
Yeah.
By MLB.com. Evan Carter, one of us here in Elizabethton, knocking the cover off the ball. And so, of course, I was there yesterday talking to Eric during the show at Lingerfield. That's his brother. He said, well, my dad said he's not doing too good right now. I said, well, I mean, that's Jason, isn't it?
And maybe he's got 2 hits in his last 10 at bats or
That's
something.
it.
You know, it's just a little mini slump.
Yep, he ain't
Yeah.
too. It ain't too shabby.
No, he's doing fine.
Beating the cover off the ball. Plus, he plays great in the outfield and defense too.
Yeah, I
so.
mean he's a 5-tool player. I mean he's got a great arm, great speed. He does just fine.
In fact, he was here. Came to sit down here at the show back when he was here in the winter. Most unassuming guy you would never know. He's got a batting contract endorsement with Marucci Bats. Signed an endorsement contract with Adidas. Making big bucks anyway. Never know it.
He's a good kid.
He's one of us.
I've heard him say it numerous times. He said he just tries to be where his feet are.
Yeah.
You know, just try to keep it one day at a time.
There you go. What's going on at the bank? You guys we're getting ready to gear up, and Carter County Bank's everywhere sponsoring stuff.
Yeah, we're sponsoring First Fridays in cooperation with the Park and Recreation right now. So we've got one of those coming up in June. We're going to try to put together a food truck rally, I believe, as well. So you can come down there and we'll just have a little food truck rally, and you can vote for your favorite food truck down there that night and just have a good time and enjoy the music and just give some folks a way to spend a nice Friday night.
Don't want to push it too fast. I think we push it too much. I think as a society we're always going to the next one. But July 4th, the fireworks and all that coming up, and it's going to be good.
Yeah, they always have a big firework presentation downtown. It's just it's a great day to celebrate our wonderful country, and you know, if you can get out and enjoy some time with your friends and neighbors and have a nice fireworks show, it's always a good night to have some fireworks.
Yep. Well, we're down to 98 days to Cyclone football. Softball got beat last night, so with the exception of track and field, I think everybody else is done. Tennis is done. Baseball's done. Softball's done. Soccer's done. So, yep, it's down to the track and field boys and girls to go. And it's like the other day, it was just the start of school. Was it flown by?
It goes by in a hurry.
It really does.
And I think they're out maybe next week. I mean, it's soon. I should know that, but I don't.
It's, let me think. They told me this morning at the tour of schools. They go all next week. The following week, they go till Thursday. It's a half day, and then they're free.
Okay.
So there you go. That means they're coming home.
Yep.
Them offspring are coming.
Just have to kick them out of the house and tell them, I don't care what you do, but just got to go outside.
Yep. Every time I see her, your daughter, she just rolls her eyes. 'Cause
Yeah.
in the beginning, I always said, does your father know where you are? Of course, she's sitting in the middle of Chick-fil-A. She said, well, yes. That's the first couple of times she fell for it. Now she's, before I woke up, she'll say, yes, he knows where I'm at. It just keeps on going.
Hey, listen, as long as she knows that there's eyes on her, I don't care.
It. That's it.
That's exactly right. Takes a village.
Yep. Because I said, your dad told me to keep an eye on you. She said, he did not. I said, yes, he did. She said, I'm right here. I said, okay. Boy, she got a little fired, got a little testy. So
yeah, she'll say
little
something
sass.
about, you know, this person or that person. She said, you know, I have class with this person. I said, oh, yeah, I know their parents. And she's like, yeah, I know. You know everybody. So,
yeah.
Yep.
Takes a village.
Yep, that's exactly right.
But sometime when you see her, tell her he's just jerking your chain. He's just cutting up with you. Because sometimes she looks at me like, okay, okay. It's like, well.
That's the look I get, too.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
so
you're in good company.
At some point, tell her, you know, old Tom, Mr. Taylor's just, or Tom, what do you want to call him? Just say, he's just pulling your chain. He likes to do that.
He only texts me every other time he sees you.
See, you're just as bad as I am. So just to keep her honest. What's she going to do? Is she golfing?
Starts in the fall. She's going to hope to try out and get back golfing again. She took this year off and decided not to do it, but she says she wants to try it again and
fire back up.
Get back out there and see what we can do.
Yep. Good stuff. So Carter County Bank, obviously you're in the business to, you know, sell people money, do loans. Right now we're talking folks doing some spring fix-up, home equities. You can do vacation loans.
Yep.
Yep.
You can do them all.
Yep. Car loans.
Car loans. If you can dream it, we can figure out a way to make it work.
You guys are financing. There's something going in beside the church over there in Pleasant Beach. Saw a big sign financing by Carter County Bank.
Oh, yeah, they're putting a little campground in over
Campground?
there. Yeah.
Awesome. You guys are financing that to make it happen, so they're tearing up some dirt.
There's people still doing some things around town and around the Tri-Cities, so we're trying to be involved with what we can.
Yes, Carter County Bank. So the Railroad Rumble at 98 days.
98 days.
Yes.
Time to go. Was that August the
18th? Yep.
Yep.
Carter County Bank, Elizabethton, Bank of Tennessee Science Hill. We'll go at it, and somebody's going to get that big trophy.
That's
and
right.
Our goal is to bring it back over here, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. I haven't had to hand it to William yet. We might have lost last year, but we weren't part of it, so I didn't have to hand him the trophy. So hopefully he can hand it to me again.
That's what we want.
That's exactly right.
Bring it back over here and put it in the Cyclone trophy case.
Give me the bragging rights again.
That's it. Very good.
Yep.
You gonna go catch some Braves this year? Gonna go
I
watch?
hope to. Nathan's playing some baseball this summer, and so with him being busy on a lot of weekends, it'll be hard. But yes, I would love to get down there and watch him play again. That's just a great place to watch a game. That was the first time I'd been down there to the new stadium last year. I grew up at Fulton County Stadium, and then Turner Field, and so I went to the new place and got to go through the Braves Hall of Fame and different things out there and see the stuff that Dale Murphy. That's who I grew up with, so I enjoyed seeing that and all the memorabilia they had out there.
You may answer my question. May have already done it. If you could sit down with any Brave and have lunch and just sit across the table and pick their brain, who would you have lunch with? Anybody either gone or alive? Who would you?
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of favorites over the year. Murphy was my guy when I was younger. Then I really enjoyed Chipper Jones. I enjoyed the tenacity of the Smoltz, Maddox, Glavin. So they've had some good ones over the years that I've really enjoyed. But my favorite player of all time was Cal Ripken. I just like the consistency. He was there day to day. Gave you what he had, and that was my favorite player, even though I was a Braves fan.
Most consecutive games he played. Did he have the record for that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yep.
And that says something to get out there every day, even when you're not feeling it. Probably a little nagging injury here or there, but he was a gamer and always went out and played.
Yeah, I guarantee you every day he didn't feel his best.
No.
But, you can't. You playing 162 games a year, that's hard. Just playing 30 or 40 or whatever I played in high school at, 16, 18 years old. Some days you just don't want to be there,
162 working days. Out of those 162, you go, man, I don't want to go in today. I don't really feel it today, but he went and did it.
Yeah, he did, and what they say is, I heard it somewhere, hard work works, and he put into work, and I just enjoyed watching him play and the way he went about it. So I'd love to pick his brain on some of that stuff.
To write that one down. That's a good one. Hard work works.
It does.
Look at that. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to quote him.
It's not from Cal Ripken. Actually, I heard it. Denzel Washington said it in a graduation speech.
Denzel Washington's awesome.
Yep.
Hard work works.
And that's not wrong.
Yeah. I can't give you credit for it?
No, sir.
Oh, Denzel
No, I stole
Washington. You stole it from Denzel.
I did.
Yeah. Well, next time you sit down with old Denzel, tell him thank you because I'm going to use it because I know
Yeah.
you guys are tight.
I'll
so.
see him soon, yeah. I'm sure it won't be long. Yeah, we'll probably bump into him down here at Bojangles or somewhere. It won't be long.
Yeah. Probably just cross some paths there. Elizabeth.
Next
and
time he's
Denzel.
in town, I'll
tell
give
him.
Yeah.
Oh, you call him Dens. I know that. You guys are. He calls you Drew, and you call him Dens. So you guys are tight. Hard
Thick
work
as
works. Yeah. I'm glad you came by as always.
Hey, I appreciate
It's
you
always a
having me.
pleasure. So love promoting Carter County Bank. I'm a proud Carter County member, and so love promoting the bank. They do a great job. And in closing here, if you can't get there while the bank's open, they have the ATM machines. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the ITMs are open on Saturdays from 7 to 7. Actually, it's Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On my way to work after I drop the kids off, I see people using them, 7:15 in the mornings, getting their deposits in on the way to work or making the deposits on the way home, cash and check. Anything you can do. Another good thing and a tool that I use a lot, people will text me on the weekend and say, man, I lost my debit card, or hey, I'm down in Nashville and I didn't realize there's a limit, and my debit card's only good up to, I can only spend $2,000 a weekend, and me and my wife are down here at Opry Mills or whatever, and can you bump my limit? And so I'll have to run down to the ITM machine and say, hey, old Tom Taylor's down in Nashville, can you bump his limit to $2,500 and get him through the weekend? And and that's another service that we can provide, and that's what we try to do. Just we try to be there for our customers, just like anybody that whether it's a cashier here at Food City or whatever, you want to take good care of your people. So I have people that reach out to me all the time for crazy stuff, what might seem crazy, but it's important to them, so we try to take care of them.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you.
Have a great weekend.
You do the same.
And take care of your mama, Mother's Day.
Yep.
Got to do it.
Yep.
We'll take a quick break. We'll take a look at all Major League Baseball. Coming up next here, we're live. And also, as we promised, run down high school baseball, softball, and soccer. Right after this, live at Food City in Elizabethton on the Tom Daly Sports.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful. And getting to see the kids and grow up with them, it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Food City in Elizabeth. Again, let's run down some of the specials before we get into the baseball. Cosmic Crisp apples, $1.29. Strawberry pie, $5.99. You've got the Black Forest ham, $6.99, sliced away one in the deli. Pillsbury Crescent or cinnamon rolls, Yoplait yogurt, cinnamon rolls 2 for $5. Yoplait yogurt 10 for $5, limit 10, $1 a piece. No, that's not right. 10 for $5 is not $1 a piece. It's 50 cents a piece. Snapple, selected varieties, limit 4 for $4.99. You also have Maxwell House coffee, limit 2 canisters at $8.49 a canister. Coffee Mate, coffee creamer $3.49. Pillsbury Graham biscuits $2.99. And then Totino's pizza rolls. That'll be the last one. 100 count for $7.49. Limit 2. Let's put that up right there. Look at that right there. This is today and tomorrow at all Food City locations. The Bakery Deli. Forgot she's coming. I'm glad she's here. So we'll hold off on the baseball for just a second. Let's bring this young lady in. Swing this around, and ta-da, there she is. Tell me who you are.
I'm Shannon. I'm the Bakery Deli Manager here at the Elizabethton store.
And does a wonderful job, I might add.
Well, thank you very much.
You get after it and don't mess around. How many you got back to working today?
We got a full house.
That would be how many?
3, 6, 9, probably about 12 back there. Right
12
now.
back there, cranking it out for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
All right, tell us what would you recommend from the Bakery Deli, Food City for Mother's Day? Oh.
This is our new cake that we come out with this
look at
year.
this.
Called a Strawberry Crunch Cake.
Strawberry Crunch. Look at
It
this.
has got strawberry flavored icing, strawberry crumbs around it. It's got strawberries on top, vanilla Oreo cookies.
Wow.
It's really good.
Price point on this is
$13.99.
$13.99. Couldn't make it for that, folks. Look at that. What do you call it again? The
Strawberry Crunch Cake.
Strawberry Crunch Cake. Look at
Now
that.
we have a single layer that's $9.99.
Wow.
That's made the same way, only this is the double layer, and then we got a single layer too.
That looks really, really good. Making them all day long.
All day long.
You can smell the strawberries through the plastic. That did smell good. All right.
This is our Mother's Day stuff that we've got going on here. We've got heart-shaped cakes.
Happy Mother's Day. Heart-shaped cakes.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
8-inch rounds. This is our cookie cakes.
Good grief. Look at that. Cookie cakes. Love it. Happy Mother's Day. This price point is $13.99. Well, check out the swirls.
Isn't that pretty?
What do you call those? Multicolors, I guess?
Yeah, it's airbrushed.
Airbrushed. That's icing.
Yeah.
God, look at that. That is really cool. This camera's not doing it justice, but again, that's price point is $13.99. This is $8.99 for this particular heart-shaped cake. All right.
And the heart shapes we have white and chocolate.
White and chocolate.
Then
All
we
right.
have our candy.
Oh, look at that.
We got trays made up already.
Already made. You got on here. You got that is
Pinwheels,
Pinwheel.
chess bars,
Chess bar.
Buckeyes, chocolate fudge, more chess bars, more pinwheels.
Let me show you that right here. Ready for Mom for Mother's Day. Price point on this is $12.99. You couldn't make it for that. Look at that. This is all Food Cities. So for Mom for Mother's Day. Awesome. Take that right there.
And we've also got some party trays back there that's going on. We've got chicken salad croissant trays. We've got finger sandwich trays. We've, of course, got our octagons, chicken salad, barbecue sliders, pinwheels, the little sandwich ones that's made on a tortilla shell and everything. And then we've also got, if you're planning on doing like a little cookout, we've got all your sides, potato salad, macaroni salad, coleslaw, baked beans.
Got it all covered.
We got it all covered. And we even have chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, really?
And we'll have them packaged out, or you can go to the bistro case and get them to give you however many you want, and it's $12.99 a pound. And they're really good.
Usually you do that just at Valentine's. We're cracking them out for Mom for Mother's Day.
Which, of course, Mom deserves
Mom's. You're right. She does. Whatever Mom wants, she deserves.
it.
I
That's
guarantee
exactly
you.
right. Hook her up. We'll cook for you. All you got to do is come and get it. That way Mom don't have to spend the day in the kitchen.
I have the utmost respect for moms in general, but in particular single moms. They have to do
My
it
mom
all.
was a single mom.
It ain't easy.
No.
No, it is very tough, and I admire any and all single moms for what they do, because they carry the weight for both the husband and the mama,
Oh, yeah.
and they do or the daddy and the mom, and they do the best they can do, and it's tough work,
Yeah.
but they love doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a labor of love. So, potato salad. Potato salad here is awesome. What's the other sides?
Coleslaw, macaroni salad, rainbow pasta, broccoli salad. We've got spinach dip, baked beans.
What is rainbow pasta? I've never heard of that.
It's the tricolored spiral pasta.
Oh, okay.
And it's got Italian dressing, black olives, onions. It's really good.
It's all right here. All right, so if we want to come and get some chicken tenders, if we're in a crunch on Sunday for Mother's Day, got to run here and get something. How much time do we need to allow you to get it done?
If you want to go ahead and order them now, we'll have them ready for you whenever you want to pick them up.
There you go.
But we'll have them on the bar all day.
Chicken tenders?
Chicken tenders
Oh,
and
yeah.
fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
We're
Tater
talking
salad.
about doing chicken and dumplings for the bar on Sunday. We got good dumplings.
You do a good job. You like your job, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's obvious. She loves folks. You want to come in here and let this lady and her staff take care of you for Mother's Day, or for any time for that matter. But this is the big week for Mom for Mother's Day, so consider coming into the Bakery Deli at Food City here in Elizabethton, or any Bakery Deli across the chain, because we're going to take care of you, aren't we?
We sure will.
Yep. Thank you, dear. I know you get back. You got 12 over there waiting to hear what they're supposed
Oh,
to
yeah.
do next.
Y'all have a good day.
Yes,
Happy
ma'am.
Mother's Day.
Thank you. She is awesome. Does a great job. Appreciate her very, very, very much. We're here live again at Food City in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. All right, let's jump in and do a little baseball. And let's start with the high school first. High school softball and baseball. As soon as I get my glasses out of the pocket, my food, by the way, I got these right over here at Food City. So $10.99, my reading glasses. So thank you, Kathy Lyles. Appreciate you very much. She always wants to say hello, and I appreciate that more than you know. And we'll put this right here, and other folks want to say hello, we'll say hello back to you. Let's do the, have I done it? I've not done the verse of the day. Let's do that. Get that rolling, then we'll get into some baseball. Hello, boys. Carl and the boys out there working today, Michael and Mike. So let's give you the verse of the day, and it goes like this. Mark 11:24 says, "For this reason I am telling you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that it is granted to you, and you will have it." How about that? That is awesome. Mark 11:24, out of the book. "For this reason I am telling you," this is the Lord talking. "For this reason I am telling you," the good Lord says, "whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that it is granted to you, and you will have it." So he's not a genie. He's the Lord. And so he always wants what's best for you. Now, what you got to make sure is what you're praying for is what he wants you to have. There's the catch. Not a catch. He wants the best for you. You don't want to pray for something that he knows it's not going to be the best thing for you. So Mark 11:24. So once you get tuned in with him, "For this reason I'm telling you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that it is granted to you, and you will have it." The verse of the day, Mark 11:24. All right, high school baseball, here we go. The regionals. Keep our fingers crossed. A lot of rain coming this afternoon, so they're telling us. So hopefully we can get these in. You will play, again, the TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City, Cardinal Park. 5 o'clock, Jeff County and Science Hill. Head Coach Edwards on yesterday, the Science Hill head coach. They're 29-4. One of the 4 losses on the season was to Jeff County. So this is not going to be a walk in the park. And, quite frankly, at this point in the year, when you get into the regional and get on even further down the road, there ain't no cream buffs. There ain't no blowout games at this point. They're all going to be tight. The second game tonight, Daniel Boone at 15-12 will play Sevier County, the Smoky Bears, at 24-6. Both of those at Cardinal Park, TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City, 5 o'clock, 7:30 tonight. The 3A being played at Todd Houston Field in Bristol. It will be Cherokee 23-13. The host team, Tennessee High, 22-5 at 5 o'clock. The second game tonight, Sullivan East 16-12 against Greenville, 26-2. Those two will play at 7:30. And 2A, one's already played. Pigeon Forge beat Johnson County 8-6. The game playing tonight, West Green 14-14 against Union County 24-9. So Johnson County's been eliminated. Nope, I'm wrong. It's double elimination. My apology. Johnson County's not been eliminated. That's a good thing. They'll play today at 3 o'clock. This is all whopper-jawed. West Green and Union County played last night at 7:30. Okay. So Pigeon Forge is playing the winner of that game at noon today. It's confusing. But anyway, Pigeon Forge playing the winner of West Green Union today at noon. And then Johnson County will play that loser at 3 o'clock today. All right, the single A tournament at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark right down the road. Washburn and University High at 5 o'clock. North Green and Hancock County at 7:30 in 1A baseball. University High at 15-14. North Green 11-15. Hancock County 17-18. We don't have the record for Washburn. And that's what you got going on today right down the road here at 5 and 7:30 in the regional boys baseball tournament. And then at Boyd Buchanan and Chattanooga, Providence Academy's been eliminated. They got beat by CAK on Tuesday in the championship, losing 8-3. So Providence Academy still had a great year, but lost. They've been eliminated. All right, in softball, coming up last night, Daniel Boone beat Dobbins Bennett in the district tournament championship 10-8. So they are the 4A champion. Of course, the game we had last night on the barn burner. Let me say something about that game last night. Tennessee High won the first game, beat Unicoi County, eliminated the Lady Blue Devils 15-5 to run rule. Second game, it's the Cyclones. Let's see, 2-0. Tennessee High tied up Elizabeth in 2-2. Then we jumped out. Gosh, I can't remember what had happened last night. It was a day yesterday. Jumped out 5-2. Tennessee High tied it up at 5. Then they scored 4 to go up 9-5. We scored 2 in the bottom of the 7 to lose at 9-7. All right. In the middle of all this, Maylee Ingram goes down. Maylee tweaked her knee or something out there in the outfield earlier in the ball game, so she limped off the field. Had stopped playing, limped her off the field. She limped off the field, rather. And then she came back and batted in the bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 6th. Again, it's running together. It was a day yesterday. Anyway, she was there. Second pitch, she hit it to shortstop, and, of course, she's a left-handed batter. And came out of the batter's box to go to first and took – I don't even think she took a step. Went down and grabbed her knee and started crying. And, of course, it was I would think, I hope not, but it would appear to be a fairly severe knee injury. And so she's laying there holding her knee in the dirt at home plate and crying. And so the part that struck me, and I'll never forget this, I look out at Tennessee High's team, comes in and gets down on their knees, holds hands in a circle at the pitcher's mound, pitcher's ring, pitcher's circle. They were praying for her. Now, we can go on about how bad people are, and our youth of America today are not this and not that, not doing what they should do, blah, 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 blah. You watch 9 girls get together, nobody told them to, and got down on their knees and held hands in a circle and prayed for the young lady that's hurt at home plate. That's class. So, Tennessee High Lady Vikings, if you don't win another game, you made a fan from me in the respect department, because that was really a very, very nice touch. And did they do it for show? Of course not. They didn't do it for show. They did it because they cared. Nobody told them to. They just, let's get down on their knees and pray for the little girl. And they did. And it's okay. It was awesome. So Don't know the status of Maylee Ingram. Not a doctor. I don't pretend to be, but I just know it was a excruciating, painful injury because she showed that. And so Coach Pierce and Coach Harden picked her up and carried her off the field and kept her feet elevated. And she put an arm on each shoulder and they carried her off. So hope she's okay. But I thought that was a very, very classy touch. Tennessee I wins it. They'll play Volunteer tonight at 5:30 at Unicoi County High School. And by the way, big thanks to Chris Bogart and the staff there at Unicoi County. We got treated like a king. Goodness gracious. What a red carpet treatment, on the heels of all this stuff that's happened. And that stuff's behind us, folks. It's in the rearview mirror. So thank you to Coach Bogart and the Unicoi County staff. They really made us feel welcome there last night on the broadcast. Kudos to Tennessee High. So you can do the math. They scored 24 runs in 2 games. I was getting set up and watching some of the Unicoi County game. They beat the cover off the ball. I know they had 3 home runs. I know because I watched 3 of them when I was getting set up. So Tennessee High was hammering that ball out there last night. They had 2 home runs against the Cyclones. Elizabeth had home runs by Kennedy Harris and Ember Jensen in the losing calls, but still down 9-5, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th of your season, and we still score 2 runs and make it interesting. But Tennessee High wins 9-7, so congratulations to the Lady Vikings. They'll play Volunteer tonight, weather permitting at 5:30. Volunteer's not lost, so if they beat them the first time, with Riley Fields on the mound, I think you got a chance. She can bring it. The Tennessee High pitcher, and then Addison Fisher, the pitcher Volunteer. She's awesome too. If Tennessee High wins that first one, they'll have to turn around and play the second game because Volunteer's undefeated in the double elimination. And 2A softball, tonight the championship, Johnson County at Chucky Doe against the Lady Black Knights. That's in 2A. And single A, North Green and Unaka play in Stony Creek at Unaka at 5 o'clock. Second game necessary will be at 7 o'clock. So pretty cool there. Here's the District 4A All-Tournament team. MVP, Kayla Quisenberry for Daniel Boone. Also from Boone, Audrey Morehouse, Lily Walters, and Riley Crowley. The All-Tournament team from Dobbins Minute, Julianne Tipton, Hagan Depew, and Allie McConnelly. In Crockett, you had Carly Honeycutt and Briley Tullock, All-Tournament. And from Science Hill, the All-Tournament softball team, Science Hill's Lady Hilltopper, Isabel Meeks. So congratulations to those kids. All right, in soccer from last night. It went scoreless between Science Hill and DB, and Dobbins Minute wins 3-2 on penalty kicks. So DB wins the district tournament championship in AAA. In AA soccer, Greenville shuts out Unicoi County 7-0. And in single A, in overtime, University High beat Chucky Doak 3-2. So congratulations soccer to DB, to Greenville, and to University High. So there you go. That's what's happening in our local high school sports in Tennessee. We'll take a look at Virginia coming up here in a little while. We are live again at Food City on a Food City Friday. It's Mother's Day weekend. We showed you the flowers earlier. Let's show them to you one more time. Look at this right here. Oh, this is gorgeous. Comes in a little metal bucket. Says 1979 Flower Market, Seeds, Stems, and Blooms. Look at that. Is that not cool? And this little rose put out, and it'll, look here, this is getting ready to pop. This bud's getting ready to pop. $18.99 for that. Put it in the ground and get flowers year after year after year. It's awesome. Let's see here. I want to get, would you hand me something, sir?
Yes, sir, I can.
Will you slide them flowers over here to me, please?
Which ones? All of them?
Yep, that one, sir, and that one. That way I can reach them on the air. Thank you. Hand me the big orange one first. I'll get that one. Thank you, sir, very much. There you go. That's all needed. So this is a Calancho. I don't think I'm saying it right. Kalanchoe. Look at that right there. Is that not gorgeous? Beautiful orange. If you're a Tennessee fan, a Milligan fan, Elizabethan fan, like orange, or you just like the color. Look at that. Again, that little tin. $18.99. Look at that right there. Gorgeous. Calancho, I think is what you call it. Come on in here and sit down and talk to me. You don't want to talk? You in mode? You in hurry mode?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you, sir. Joseph Taylor.
I want to make sure you had that for the weekend.
But, yeah. Bless your pea-picking heart. Thank you. You're awesome. What a great guy. Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Stop by and say hello real quick. Just waves. I got to get going. All right. You have these tulips. $12.99. Look at this. Got them in different colors for Mom for Mother's Day. Now, these aren't the cuts. These are the put them in the ground once you get them back next year. This is gorgeous. Look at that. $12.99 for those tulips. Absolutely beautiful. Now, if you like purple, check this out. The calla lilies. Oh, boy. Right here. Let me reach them. And look at this right here. Gorgeous. Calla lilies. Yep. Half shade to sunny position. Calla lilies. And what's the price point on these? I'm glad you asked. $22.99 for that. Look at that. Look at those. They don't necessarily have a fragrance, but man, those are gorgeous. Purple up against a white house or a yellow house. It draws that purple out. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Those, tip of the iceberg, folks, what you can get Mom for Mother's Day here. Again, Mother's Day 2023 is here. Please, please, please spend time with Mama. The Chantilly sleeve roses, $21.99. The hanging baskets, $10.99. They got some fuchsias outside that are beautiful. Goodness. So the mini roses we talked about for $12.99. The premium rose bouquet for $19.99. The Chantilly sleeve roses for $21.99. So something in here to fit your billfold and your budget for Mom for Mother's Day from the floral department at all Food Cities. The orchids in ceramic, $28.99. The ladies are out making deliveries. They are so covered up. Probably won't see them today, which is our loss because they do a great job. We appreciate them very, very much, what they do, and they do it well. Again, the ladies here at the floral department, the number one floral department in all of Food City, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Did you eat that whole pack of cookies you opened at Food City? Everett, you got a camera on me? Yes, I ate them. Dadgum right, I ate them. They're good for me. Good for you. All right, let's take a look at baseball from yesterday, Major League Baseball. The Reds beat the Mets. Mets lose yet another series in Major League Baseball. These guys, the Met front office has poured the money into New York, signing these guys. They're not getting a return on their investment right now at all. Reds beat them 5-0. Minnesota beat the Padres 5-3. There's another team, a lot of money on the table, and they're not getting what they want right now either. Padres got beat. Minnesota beat them 5-3. Kansas City over the White Sox 4-3. Tampa Bay beat the Yankees 8-2. Texas shuts out Oakland 4-0. The Giants beat Arizona by 4 in Major League Baseball. Hello, sir. We get into Major League Baseball. Atlanta tonight in Toronto. Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays, 4-2. Spencer Strider will go for the Braves at 4-0. Great pitching matchup. Atlanta and Toronto tonight in the Rogers Center in Toronto. The Reds, our other regional team, in Miami to battle the Marlins. Seattle, Detroit. Pittsburgh will be in Baltimore. Tampa Bay continues their series in New York against the Yankees. Garrett Cole, 5-0 on the mound for the Yankees, having a heck of a year. The Mets will be in Washington. Angels in Cleveland. Red Sox hosting the Cardinals. Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals and James Paxton, after Tommy John surgery, going to go at it tonight and pitch in Boston. The Cardinals and the Red Sox. Kansas City and Milwaukee. Cubs will be in Minnesota. Sonny Gray, 4-0 from Lebanon, Tennessee. 4-0 will start it for the Twins. Houston will be in Chicago to battle the White Sox. Philadelphia, Colorado, Texas, and Oakland. And you have two more late-night games tonight. You have San Diego and the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Oh, boy. May for the Dodgers, 4-1. Blake Snell, 1-5 for the Padres. And San Francisco will be in Arizona. Here they come. They're back. The Flower Girls are back. Camille, would you bring me? I've done what do you call these right here? I got it right, a calancho. Would you bring me several, all need several to cut flower, the bouquet, I mean the stuff that's cut I can show? Please, ma'am, and I'll take care of the rest. They just got back from making deliveries. They are swamped. They are covered up. National Hockey League. Last night, Carolina skates past New Jersey in overtime, 3-2. Dallas, 4-1. Carolina wins that series. They'll move on now in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Dallas goes up 3-2. They skated past Seattle 5-2. Today, it is Florida trying to end it. They'll be in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. They lead that series 3-1. And Edmonton will be in Vegas skating there in Sin City, as they call it. That series is tied at 2, Game 5 of that one on the ice tonight. NBA, oh boy, meltdown by the Phoenix Suns. Man, I like the Denver Nuggets. I like this guy Jokic. This guy is awesome. I think I'm becoming a Nuggets fan pretty quick. So, wow. He lit him up last night. Yep. He had 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. Yet another triple-double by Jokic. I don't think I'm saying it right, but I like him. So, wow. He's averaging a triple-double in the postseason. Nuggets eliminate Phoenix 125-100. They'll move on now to await the winner of Golden State of the Lakers. Again, second consecutive year, the Suns trailed by 30 at halftime of an elimination game. So they went out with a whimper. The Suns are gone. Nuggets will move on. The other game, interesting, was 76ers were in Philadelphia, had a chance to close out the Celtics and did not. Now, the big man, the MVP of the NBA this year, Joel Embiid, said, I didn't get the ball. How do you not get him the basketball? The guy took a shot with 3:56 remaining in the game and didn't get the ball the rest of the game. For almost 4 minutes, they don't throw him the ball. Didn't take another shot. Boston outscored Philadelphia down the stretch to close out the game. This guy's the MVP of the league. They don't throw him the ball. Makes no sense to me, but anyway, they got to go back to Boston and try and win it. And the Celtics are going to try and win it on their home floor. And so you got the big man there, and they didn't get him the basketball. It's interesting. What goes on tonight, you ask? It'll be Game 6, Miami hosting New York. Heat lead that series 3-2. Going to try and close it out tonight in Florida. And the Lakers will be hosting the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers lead that one 3-2. They'll play that one tonight in L.A. Anthony Davis may come back. He may not. It's like, is he or isn't he? And whatever. So LeBron's still saying he's the greatest of all time, and I'm over it. So, but don't tell me how good you are. Show me. Hello, Reba Whitehead. Look at here. Look at this. Look at this beautiful floral bouquet. You want to? Here we go. I'll just do them. Good night. Look at this. What's the price point?
$21.99 right now for a dozen roses.
Look at this. Now, I know that she can't do this because they're busy, but look at this. How could you not think there's a God when you see this? I mean, look at this. This is the way they come, folks, the way they're grown. These will be orange and yellow. Camille's behind me. See there? She's being my girl today. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
This is, price point is
$21.99.
$21.99. Red roses.
Sleeved right now.
Love it. $21.99 for Mom for Mother's Day. Hand me these others. You can go back to work. I promise. So,
$21.99. This is una. Oh, I think that's Spanish, and I don't want to butcher it because I'm probably going to say that.
well, this is called 1 in a Million, Spanish.
Is it 1 in a million? Okay.
How much?
$21.99.
$21.99, the 1 in a Million bouquet for Mom for Mother's Day. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. What mom wouldn't want that? What mom would want any of these flowers? So,
This one's the Expressions bouquet.
what is that?
Oh my goodness, what are those called?
Brittany's with a customer. That's all right. Look at these right here.
I can't remember what those are called.
You guys just came back from delivery?
Yes.
Slammed?
Yes.
Yeah. This price point is
$24.99.
$24.99. This is the 1 in a Million bouquet. Look at this. Look at all the beautiful flowers. Mom's worth $24.99 easily. So,
This one is Elegance bouquet. It's
$14.99 for Mom for Mother's Day. Look at this. This is awesome. Mama deserves it. If you've got a mama still alive, do something for her, please.
That's the Super Mom bouquet.
Super Mom bouquet, and it goes for $20.99. So see, there's something for everybody's billfold and budget. Mama needs. All moms like flowers. You know a mama doesn't like flowers? I don't.
I don't.
Every mama likes flowers.
The Queen Bee bouquet. It's $29.99.
There you go. Now here we've hit the jackpot. The Queen Bee bouquet for $29.99. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And again, the camera doesn't do it justice, but it is gorgeous. Look at that. $29.99. Everything got you orange, yellow, purples, mauve. All different colors in here. $29.99. The Super Mom, or no, the Queen Bee bouquet.
Queen.
All right. Is that it? Got them all?
We've got a lot more bouquets, but this is a few of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
She is busy. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
See there? That's all I needed. Hello, Reba Whitehead says, have a great weekend. You do the same. We're live here at Food City. As we are. We'll take a break. So, anyway, the Lakers will do it again tonight against Golden State. And Anthony Davis apparently will be back. That's what they're saying. So, we'll see. NASCAR racing this weekend in Darlington. Also, we've got a story about the NFL football schedules are out for 2023. All the teams have their schedules out. And it's, getting ready for NFL season right around the corner. High school football, we're 98 days away from Cyclone football. We are done now for this athletic year with the Cyclones. And, gosh, we started the football. The junior Cyclones ran right through JV football. Of course, the Cyclone football on Friday nights, and we rolled right in after that was done. We did volleyball in the spring and the fall, too. Let me think that. Yeah, we did volleyball and T.A. Duggar football and Cyclone football. Then we morphed into basketball. We did T.A. Duggar boys and girls. We did high school boys and girls basketball. Did a couple of JV games, a lot of varsity games. Of course, the ladies went to the state tournament. Then we switched gears and went there to the spring sports, and we did soccer. Did one soccer in the playoff, but we did one, as we promised we would. The thing about it in the spring, I want you to understand that there's they all play basically on the same days, and so it's very tough to get. I try and spread myself around, but baseball and softball and soccer more times than not end up on the same day, and then the middle school does too. So it's tough to get to everything we do, but we try and do the best we can. So we did do softball and baseball and soccer in the spring. So we're wrapped up for the year. Hate it. I wish we were still going. I wish we were following baseball and soccer and softball into the next round, but their seasons all come to an end, and so they are getting ready for summer ball now. Graduation next Saturday for Elizabethton High School. I'm sure all the schools are. So, and while I'm thinking about that, if you're looking for a corsage or a flower to pin on the graduate or a prom, I think most of the proms are done, I think. But graduation's right around the corner for a lot of the schools, both college and high school. If you're looking for, what I'm wanting to say, to pin it on your dress or your suit jacket for the guys, your tux, whatever, well, you probably wear a tux to graduation, but whatever they're wearing, if you want to, or get them a bouquet or a wrist bouquet to put around the wrist, and I'm winging this, but you know what I'm talking about. Point is, you can get it here at Food City in the Florida Department. They have anything you want and everything. They're doing Mother's Day today. They're doing casket sprays. They're getting proms. There's a particular school having a prom. So I want to ask them who it is because it's late in the season to have a prom, but somebody is, and that's okay. But I'm just being nosy. I'm interested to know who's having a prom here in the middle of May. So usually they do April, don't they? They use late April and like maybe the first week of May. But anyway, they are doing prom flowers, Mother's Day flowers, casket sprays. So graduation right around the corner. But this weekend, the focal point, as it should be, is Mother's Day. They've got, as I counted out there, 9 or 10 different types of Mylar balloons that say something about Mother's Day in different styles. So we've got those here in stock. We've got the flowers. We talked about what's going on in the bakery deli, the different cakes and sheet cakes and round cakes you can get for Mom for Mother's Day. So whatever suits your fancy. We've got the cards down the card row, of course. And if none of this works for you, just get them your gift card. We got the gift card center right here too. So of every conceivable restaurant out there, or Lowe's, or there's all kinds of Cracker Barrels, all kinds of gift cards over there too. So if that's the route you want to go, Food City's got you covered there too. So your one-stop shop for Mom for Mother's Day right here at your local Food City. We're at Food City in Elizabeth. And we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll be right back after this from Pleasant Beach Baptist Church as we work through show number 1855 on this Friday, Mother's Day weekend. Food City Friday at Food City in Elizabethton.
This is Pastor Fallow, Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Talking with Dr. Aaron Kaiser from Physical Therapy Services. Tell us what you're all about.
Well, we're physical therapy, and so what we do is we put people through rehab, whether it's surgical or non-surgical, and try to get them back as functionally possible as fast as we can so that they're functional.
Yep. Things you guys do, things that you offer, the ways you take care of people.
Okay, so we have a bunch of equipment that we get to use on people all the time. So we have an Alter G, which is an anti-gravity treadmill. We have a Biodex. We have new steps. We do a lot of manual. We do modalities. We really do it all. We treat knee replacements, shoulder replacements, rotator cuff. We do vertigo. We do carpal tunnel. We do neuropathy. We do it all.
Do it all,
Yeah.
and do it well.
Thank you.
2 locations?
Yes, 2 locations. One is 1975 West Elk Avenue. That is our main orthopedic clinic. That's where we do the athletes and the adults and that kind of thing. And then we have a pediatric clinic. It's in medical care, 1500 West Elk Avenue, and that's where we have PT and OT for kids.
They have a lot to offer, folks, so the best way to do is find out through social media what they do offer and how do we find you.
So we have Facebooks they're separate from both of them, the ortho clinic and the pediatric clinic. And then, of course, you can always just call us or grab me on a sideline. You'll probably find me there most of the time.
There you go. Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Dooley Sports Show and Cyclone Sports at Physical Therapy Services.
Thank you.
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
All the top brands are now on sale. Bassett, Ashley, Benchcraft, and Barcalounger, plus many more. Get 0% interest financing on your purchase and get it delivered fast. Check out our Facebook page for this week's specials. Come see why we were voted the best furniture store now at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Dooley Sports Show, I want to showcase Science Hill's kids here. I thought it was great. 2 Science Hill Junior ROTC cadets earned high honors last weekend in Daytona Beach. Cadet Major Bradley Davis and Cadet Sergeant Major Seth Black competed in the National High School Drill Team Championships in Daytona Beach. Hello, Kay. How you doing, dear?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm living the dream. I knew exactly what that was. Used to work with her. Miss Kay. She does wonderful lady. The duo placed 9th overall in dual competition in the country. Science Hill exhibition team coach Alex Stratton congratulated the cadets on their accomplishments. And here they are. Let's get a picture of them. Taken out of the Johnson City Press, but I want to get them in there. Look at that. Competing in Daytona Beach. That's awesome. Good job, guys. Science Hill earns national honors. More of our kids doing good things. Or young people, maybe not kids, but young people. Then at the bottom, Ridgeview, we told you earlier week T at Uggers kids going to the state track meet. Ridgeview's doing the same in gray. Class A small school state meet next weekend at Austin P in Clarksville. Scarlett Wheatley plays 3rd in the discus. Set a school record. Elizabeth Louder, I hope I'm saying it right, L-O-U-T-E-R, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not intending to miss it, of course. Plays 2nd in the 800. Juna, J-U-N-A, Juna Held plays 3rd in the 400. And the girls 4x2 relay plays 2nd with a time of 2 minutes. Kiera Lynch, Juna Held, Evie Lizotte, hope I get that right, L-I-Z-O-T-T-E, Lizotte, and Elizabeth Louder. The 4x4 relay team plays 2nd. Kiera Lynch, Juna Held, Evie Lizotte, and Elizabeth Louder. And so these young people are heading off to the state track meet for middle school May 20th at Austin P in Clarksville. So congratulations. And again, the cadets went down to Daytona Beach last week and brought home some medal back to the Tri-Cities, in particular to Johnson City Science Hill, which is really, really good, and we're very proud of them, and that's the name of the game. So going to hear more about our kids across the region, folks. It's one of my it's what we're going to be doing more of, because these kids deserve it. They've worked their tails off, and so we bleed orange and black, absolutely, but other schools doing good things, good place to go to, or a good place to come to hear about us promoting these kids, and we're going to continue to do that. All right, let's take a quick look at what is available at the Jewelers Bench for Mother's Day. We'll do that right now. Then coming up, we'll check in with Jeff Beverly talking Tennessee football, the Big Orange update, Tennessee football, what's going on with Tennessee baseball, what's going on with the Lady Ball softball. He always brings us our weekly Big Orange update. If you're a fan of Tennessee sports, you want to see what's going on, as we're live here at Food City in Elizabethton on a Food City Friday. Here be Mrs. Holtzclaw from the Jewelers Bench to tell you about what you can get for Mom for Mother's Day here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back talking to our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the Jewelers Bench. Watches. Tell me about this watch, would you please?
So this is a bearing watch. They're super thin, lightweight. The crystal is guaranteed not to scratch. So if it does scratch, you bring it back and the company replaces it. And it's $199.
That's your price point. All right, there's one of them.
Yep.
All right, show me another one, please.
And then here's going to be a dark blue one.
Okay.
And
nice. Show you the band.
it's kind of like a mesh band. So they're, super lightweight, real thin, just very comfortable and easy to wear.
Okay.
And then we'll do a man's. This is kind of gives you like the Rolex style look, I guess. And that one's $249.
There's the band. There's the face.
And those actually has links, so which all of them are adjustable, so they'll fit just about any wrist. There's another man's. I just love the different colors that they've come out with.
It's kind of a cobalt blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me put it up this way. You can see it a little bit better. There you go. There you go. All right. And
there's another man's.
Another man's watch. Okay. See on the screen the Bearing brand. Here's the band to show you. Price point on this one again is.
I'm gonna say that one's $199, maybe a little more.
Okay.
And this one's a ladies, black ladies with a little bit of gold accent, and it's $199.
Got lots of watches here, folks. These are the Bearing watches. See, there's the name. At the Jewelers Bench, where we are, of course. All right. Now, how do we find you? Social media?
So social media is Facebook and Instagram. Website is jewelersbench10.com.
There you go. Hours are open?
Right now we're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and then this Saturday we'll be open 9:30 to 5, and then on New Year's Eve we're going to be open 9:30 to 4.
There you go. All right, here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Cyclones and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live again at Food City in Elizabethton. If you've not, you should check on these auctions going on at Collins & Company. They are really moving the merchandise. One starts on Monday. One has already started. We'll close out on the 23rd. We'll talk about that. And also, an online vehicle auction starts on Monday. That's what I was getting ready to tell you. So let's start with the one going on right now. CollinsandCompany.info. They started at $1 a bid. Bidding started this past Monday, goes to the 23rd. The estate of Eldon White is what we're auctioning off here. Leather sofa, tools, love seat, NASCAR collectibles, signed Chuck Norris T-shirt, pool supplies, antiques, a large collection, bear collection, kitchen utensils, dining room table and chairs, washer and dryer, small freezer, above-ground pools that's still in the box, Royal Albert China embroidery machines, large assortment of crafting and knitting supplies, all this at $1 a bid. Go to collinsandcompany.info. Check this out. Started Monday, goes to the 23rd at 6 o'clock. collinsandcompany.info. They're going to be with us next week on the show. Then this one starts on Monday. You talking about they're always doing something. David Collins and Tracy, the office goddess, they're always on the move doing something. Here is a vehicle auction starting Monday, goes to the 25th. Check it out. collinsandcompany.info is where you go to check it out. And you look and see, these are some of the things going to be auctioned off: a Lexus SC430 Sport 2-door, a Volkswagen Passat, a Plymouth PT Cruiser, a Toyota Corolla with only 35,000 miles on it, a 16-foot vendor trailer, 20-foot pontoon boat, a Gulfstream motorhome. Good grief. Selling a public online auction. All bids start at $1. How about that? collinsandcompany.info. You can go there now and check it out. You can start bidding on Monday, May the 15th, Collins and Company. Then one more, there's a house we're going to be auctioning off tomorrow. No, I'm sorry. My bad. Next Saturday, the 20th, a week from tomorrow, on Abe Lincoln Court in Elizabeth, and there it is. Check it out at collinsandcompany.info. Live auction event at 10 o'clock next Saturday, a week. Abe Lincoln Court. It would be, let's see what it's got here. Trying to see how many bedrooms. 3 bedrooms. Am I reading it right? Yep, 3 bedrooms on Abe Lincoln Court. Check it out. Go again to collinsandcompany.info and check out that, as we said, check out that home's going to be auctioned off next Saturday. Quick break. We'll be right back. Jeff Beverly, Bevo as we call him. Jeff Beverly is going to bring you up to speed on what's going on in Tennessee football. And what's the latest on the Lady Vols and softball and baseball, Tennessee baseball team. It's our weekly update on what's going on in Big Orange. The Big Orange update right after this time out from one of our great sponsors, making it go. Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Man, oh man, oh man. I've switched over from the heat now to AC. The brand new heat pump I've got, less than a year old, got it installed last summer. It is nice. They did a great job. They can help me. They can help you. Here he is to tell you about it, Michael Vance on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the Agriculture Department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, our final guest of the show, and he's a good one. Jeff Beverly, our buddy from years gone by. He was my first sideline reporter ever, and did a wonderful job. He was kind of the template you go by now as a good sideline reporter in a high school football game would be our buddy Jeff Beverly, and so he now is a contributor to the show with the Big Orange Update. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Tom. Doing well, doing well. That was a long, long time ago now.
It was. Do you remember how long ago it was? I was trying to think driving over how long it was. It's been 20 or longer?
No, I think it's like 92, 91, 92, 93 time frame.
That's a long time ago.
I guess that means we're both getting old.
What is that, 30? Is that right?
30,
No.
yeah.
30 years ago, you were my sideline reporter? Good grief. So
I think that's correct. Yeah, in fact, it goes back, I think, in the late 80s, we did started with the DB basketball together and with you and Mr. Throp, and then I did K-Met baseball there for a couple of summers too. So
I forgot about that too. You did K-Met baseball with me, Kingsport Met baseball. Wow, we've done a lot together. We rode the rails for a long time. Dear friend. Now he's doing the Big Orange Update. Get into this gambling problem with college sports here in a little while. I want to get your take on that. But let's start with what's going on with the Lady Vol softball. They're still as hot as they were last week?
they are. In fact, they're playing right now, as a matter of fact. They're in the middle of the fifth inning. They're ahead of Florida 4-0 right now. They had a two-run homer from Kiki Malloy earlier in the game. So they're coming at the bat at the bottom of the fifth, ahead 4-0. Florida just had runners on second and third, but could not get them in. So Tennessee got out of that jam. So the winner of this game will go on now and play Alabama in the semifinals later today. The other semifinal is Auburn and South Carolina. So we're down to the final three teams plus the winner of Florida, Tennessee. So South Carolina, Auburn, and then Alabama versus the winner of Florida and Tennessee with the championship game tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock. So Lady Ball still on a roll, still doing well. This is their first. They had the double bye because they won the league title last weekend. They won ACC regular championship last weekend, and so they had the double bye. This is their first game in the tournament, and ahead of Florida, 4-0, bottom of the fifth, and the winner goes on to play Alabama.
Do you think they got the horses to win the whole thing this year? I mean, can they go to Oklahoma and win it all for Tennessee softball?
You know, I think they can. I really do. They're pretty solid defensively. Ashley Rogers is a great pitcher, and then they got the freshman that's been a pitcher with them also, and they got pretty decent bats. Malloy and Pooney and some of these other girls can hit the ball really well. So I think they'll challenge. Of course, you got to get through all the regionals and all those kinds of things, obviously, and they'll be playing good teams when you get to that point. They're all good teams. So, but yeah, I think they can. I think they've got enough of a complete lineup to do it this year. Of course, you just never know. Like Tennessee baseball last year had the most complete team in the NCAA last year, but they couldn't get out of the Super Regional. Ran into a hot Notre Dame team, and bounces didn't go their way, and they couldn't get out of the Super Regional. So you just never know with baseball. You get into a 3-game set, you get a hot pitcher or two, make an error here or there, and it's just the way baseball or softball goes. But I think they've got the potential for sure.
We're talking to Jeff Beverly. We're talking Tennessee sports at the Lady Ball softball. How's the baseball team doing?
Baseball team's, starting to do better. They had that 9-game winning streak, and they went down to Georgia last weekend. Won the first game pretty easily, 12-3. Hit the ball really well, but then lost the next two. A couple of close games. Didn't hit the ball nearly as well in the second on the Saturday and Sunday games, but they're still, in a good position. In fact, they're still in the most of the rankings, RPI rankings, stuff. They're still up in top 20. Perfect Game has them ranked 11th still, so still in a good position to host a regional. The top 16 teams will host a regional, and I think Tennessee's still in a good position to do that. If they get hot these last 2 weekends and do well down at Hoover, they might even get to a super regional level, which will be the top 8. So we'll see how that goes. But play Kentucky this weekend, tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, assuming the rain doesn't get them tonight. I think their storms are supposed to move into Knoxville area about game time. So hopefully they can work around those and get the games in. But they're in a good position. Kentucky's a really good team. They've been a surprise team. They have a completely new roster this year from portal transfers, essentially. They've turned over their roster. A lot of players, they graduated or whatever. And so their starting lineup is almost completely portal transfers this year. And so they play small ball. They lead the league rather in bunts. They lead the league in stolen bases. So they go station to station. Not a lot of power, not a lot of home runs, those kinds of things. But they just they'll steal you to death. They lead the league in stolen bases by a wide margin over the second place team in that. So and Tennessee has not been good at holding runners on this year. Their pitchers have tended to be, especially the starters, they have very, very deliberate deliveries, and so they've not been able to catch a lot of runners. So and that's just not been an emphasis for them this year. So if Kentucky gets people on base, expect them to run a lot this weekend. Tennessee's power is starting to, show itself here the last 3 or 4 weekends. I think they're up to number 3 in the country in home runs now. So it should be sort of a 2 different styles of baseball, sort of small ball, station to station for Kentucky, and then Tennessee plays for the extra base hits and big innings. So it should be an interesting series this weekend. If they can, win the series or even sweep, it'd be great. But if they can win the series, that puts them in a good position. Then next weekend is a trip to South Carolina, who's been, I guess, one of the surprise teams in the conference this year. But that's an away trip next weekend. So that's always tough when you go on the road in the SEC for sure. But they can go 3-3 these last 2 weekends. That should put them in pretty good position.
We're talking to Jeff Beverly, talking Tennessee sports. You see on the screen. So we got our baseball and softball covered. What's the latest in football? Still recruiting? It's almost become a year-round endeavor, hasn't it?
It really has. It really has. And a couple of players recently have, these players, they start out, with a big list, and they'll narrow it to 10 or maybe 12. Then they'll narrow it to 6 or to 4 teams that are still in the running. And Tennessee is starting to, be in a lot of those discussions with the top. There's a running back, Lewis, and Tennessee's in the top 4 for him. There's a defensive lineman. Tennessee's in the top 5 for him. So lots of players are naming Tennessee now, which is where you want to be. You want to be competing with Alabama and Georgia and Ohio State and all those kinds of teams for these players, and that's where they're at now. Coach Heupel's done just an amazing job, and the projected win totals from one of the you talk about the gambling, one of the sports books projected Tennessee's win total this year at 9.5, which means a 9-3, 10-2 type season. So that's what the people are expecting, and that's sort of elevated, from where we were just a short time ago.
Yeah.
So Tennessee's going to be in a good position to win, 9 or 10 games, it looks like. And, of course, the big games will be Alabama and Georgia, obviously. Florida, road game will be tough. A&M at home will be tough. Kentucky up there will be tough. Like anything, there's no easy games in the SEC for any sport. So, but Tennessee's got really a lot of potential. And I think we talked about maybe in June sometime having a sort of a recruiting show, talk about just recruiting once the baseball and softball seasons are over, and for that downtime, between the seasons, just come on and we'll just go over all the recruiting. And by that time, probably maybe another commitment or 2, certainly a lot of projections. So, like you said, recruiting is a year-round deal for sure.
No question. No question. And so, you've got these big games coming up at Tennessee, and, of course, it's a ways off, but it really isn't. But right now they are, I would assume, doing finals and beginning the summer workouts. And so fall practice will be here before you know it. We look up and say it won't, but it will. And so Tennessee football, a lot of expectation there, starting in the neutral site game down at Nissan Stadium in Nashville against the Virginia Cavaliers, get it all started. And so we'll have more to talk about that during the summer. So, as you said, talking about recruiting, but is a virtual year-round endeavor. So Tennessee sports across the board for the year, if you graded everything they've done, all the different sports, of course, they're not done yet with the spring sports, not all of them, but A, B, C, or D, how do you think the athletic year win has gone for Tennessee as an entire athletic department?
I think as an overall, you have to give them an A. I mean, really do. Football, we know, and basketball was ranked most of the season and made the Sweet 16. Vols, bounced back a little bit. And of course, softball and baseball are both doing really well. Tennis team is doing well. Track and field did well this year. So overall, I think Tennessee's sports year has been very, very good, very solid across the board. And that's what, if you're a Tennessee fan, you like to see all sports contributing and all sports having success. I think Tennessee's got an excellent set of head coaches right now on the major sports. We talked about Coach Heupel, Coach Vitello with baseball. Of course, Coach Barnes is a legend, Hall of Famer type coach. And Coach Kelly, she's, learning still. She's pretty young still in the coaching career. So Chris Woodruff is the tennis coach. He was a great All-American. So, you get a good coaching staff, good solid athletic department, athletic directors, administration. We talked about that, with Randy Boyd, president, and Donde Plowman, the chancellor. Very solid leadership. It's really going good right now for Tennessee athletics. And, after a number of years of not being so good, it's refreshing to see.
What is the latest on the lawsuit and the infractions? I know, Pruitt and all that's going on. Are we dodged the bullet? We still got problems could still creep up and get us, or what's the very latest?
Well, a lot of the report is due by, I think, June 1st.
Mm-hmm.
The NCAA has 6 weeks from the time of the hearing in Cincinnati a few weeks ago. So I think the report is due by June 1st. I think the NCAA was keeping a postseason ban on the table, but the feeling is that's not going to happen. And they're trying to negotiate a fine for Tennessee, which, that'd be unfortunate as well. But, I think the all the players involved, the coaches, the staffers, the football players themselves, all the people that were involved in that scenario are all gone. Tennessee immediately cleaned house with Pruitt and 9 other football office employees and coaches. So I think Tennessee showed good faith with trying to do that and trying to clean it up. And hopefully the NCAA will take that into consideration. Now, the NCAA is sort of a tight wire, because if Tennessee did all this and did everything they could, and then the NCAA comes back and still hammers them, that's going to really be preventing future people from cooperating with the NCAA. They sort of try to set an example here. Okay, if you cooperate, we'll word out what we have to get out of the system, but we're not going to come back and then hammer you 3 or 4 years later and hurt the current crop of players and coaches. So we'll see how that goes. I think a lot of the feeling is that Tennessee did well. Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, was there for the entire hearing and was really supportive of Tennessee and Tennessee's efforts. And so, I think that will go a long way for helping Tennessee. But bottom line is there'll probably be a pretty hefty fine involved at some point with it. But I really don't anticipate any more scholarship cuts or bowl bans for sure. I think the SEC would fight that tremendously. And so I think that's what will come out of it. It'll be a fine, and it'll be a blip in the road. And it was a bad scenario. It was a bad time in Tennessee's history. And now let's move on. Now we've got a great young coach, and we've got just a new environment around Tennessee football. So let's move on with it, and hopefully that's going to be the outcome.
Before I let you go and get your take, Alabama's baseball coach let go over suspicious betting activity. That was a couple of weeks back, and so this past week had the story on Iowa, University of Iowa with, goodness, let me see, I got it right here. Here we go. University of Iowa, 26 athletes across 5 sports and 1 full-time employee of the athletic department suspected of wagering on sports in violation of NCAA rules, and Iowa State comes out and says, okay, you're coming clean, we're coming clean. We got 15 of our own across football, wrestling, and track and field, also suspected of violating gambling rules. So to me, and as I said this when it happened 3 weeks ago, as it's the tip of the iceberg, Alabama's not the only school that's got this going on. They just happen to get caught. And since then, it's been Iowa and Iowa State. Who's to say who else going to come out with this? But what's your take on all this? Because, the rule states, let me read it. The NCAA rules prohibit athletes, coaches, and staff from betting on amateur, collegiate, and professional sports in which the NCAA conducts a championship. So The argument I had on the guest earlier this week on the show said, okay, that's not fair to the regular student. I mean, to the student athlete. If the regular student who's not in sports can bet on games and what have you, then they should be able to too. And I didn't agree with it then. Don't agree with that now. I don't think that's necessarily the case because the non-athletic students is going to class every day. If he wants to bet on a ball game, I mean, he has that has nothing to do, no bearing, because he's not a student athlete. So anyway, what's your take on this whole deal? That's now 3 schools, and I dare say it's not going to be, unfortunately, the last 3. They're going to come out and say we got kids betting on games. What's your take?
Well, I think you're right. In fact, I heard John Bryce, who used to be in Knoxville. John, he's a reporter. He used to be part of the Vol Network and was in Knoxville. He has relocated to South Bend. Now he's part of footballscoop.com. I heard an interview with him earlier in the week, and he said there's over 100 athletes now combined with Iowa and Iowa State that are involved. And so and it's the tip of the iceberg, or the tip of the iceberg in all likelihood. Yep. But these student athletes are given this. It's drilled into them from day one when they sign. Is you cannot bet. Now, I think people betting, that's not wise in general, because you can always going to lose more than you make. But if people bet, if a football player bets on a basketball team, from that standpoint, it almost seems like, well, he's not affecting the game at all. And I think that's the concern, is that you're affecting the integrity of the game. If an athlete's betting on a sport he's not participating in, it almost seems like from that standpoint you're not affecting the integrity of the game. So, and I think all the Iowa players involved were not betting on their own sport; they were betting on different sports. So it's almost like they're being hypocritical from the standpoint of, some of these schools are sponsored by DraftKings and FanDuel and all these betting enterprises. Some of the facilities are sponsored by these people at some of these colleges.
Yep.
So you're sitting there taking their advertising money and taking their sponsorship money, but yet, if anybody touches it, they're suspended or who knows what's going to happen down the road. So it's a lot of hypocrisy across the board on this. But like you said, it's not the end of it. I'm sure there's athletes and players from every university and every sport. It's so easy to do now with all the phone apps. I think that's legal in 34 states.
Yep.
If I heard right. So 34 states can have an app on your phone, and you can place a $5 bet or a $3 bet or whatever. And most of these, I'm sure, are pretty low dollar amounts. What triggered the Alabama coach situation was that they put down a very high dollar bet on college baseball, which is almost never done. So that triggered all the alarms and all the safeguards they have put in for that kind of thing. And that's what sort of brought this to light. So, there's a long way to go on this one for sure. And whether the NCAA gets involved directly or indirectly, if Congress will get involved, who knows where this is going to lead. But we've not heard the last of this story. It's going to be a long, drawn-out deal for sure.
Jeff Beverly, great weekend, my friend. Mother's Day 2023. For those who have mamas, please go out and love on them. Those don't, do something in her honor, her memory. I know, I said earlier in the show that a lot of folks come here and buy flowers they can put out in the yard, or a tree. They've got trees out on the front porch, fruit trees and regular trees you can purchase and plant and honor mom. I know a guy does it back up home. Does it every year for apples, and he's got practically an apple grove now. She's been gone for a while, and he plants an apple tree every year in her honor and her memory. So either way, if they're alive or if they're gone, please remember your mama for Mother's Day 2023. Sir, I know you got that boy of yours got a good mama. She takes care of him and does a good job. So I'm sure you and he are going to make sure she is well taken care of for Mother's Day. So appreciate you very much, sir. And I guess we'll check back in with you next week.
Well, I appreciate that, Tom. Yeah, as a matter of fact, my son graduates from UT next Friday, so I will not be available. But it's a big day for us. He's graduating next Friday morning, so we're proud of him and getting through that. And so he'll be a college graduate and on to the working world here in just another 7 days. So, anyway, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And like you, I miss my mom. I wish she was still here. But, I know she's in the presence of the Lord, so that's what matters. And we miss her terribly each year, especially right now and so forth. But She did a wonderful job, teaching us how to live and how to be a Christ-like person, and so we have that to be thankful for sure. But anyway, happy Mother's Day to everyone, and we will talk to you here in a couple of weeks probably.
You got it. Well put, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you very much. And that's our buddy Jeff Beverly. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll close out after this from Food City. We're live at Food City on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Need help finding that perfect gift? Jewelers Bench provides the highest quality jewelry at incredible prices, providing unique jewelry for all occasions. With our own jeweler in-house, we offer custom-made pieces, as well as general maintenance and repair services. Whether you're shopping for yourself or someone special, we can help make your holidays sparkle. Always remember, you get more for your money at the Jewelers Bench.
From our family to yours, we would like to thank you for supporting our business for over 20 years.
And as always, we wish you a
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports from Northeast Community Credit Union. Credit Sense by Savvy Money. Tell me about this.
Yeah, that's basically just a term for checking your credit score for free. It does not affect your credit score when you check it. There is no impact whatsoever. It is a soft pull. It is through our home banking. If you're a member, you can log in through your home banking and then you can check your credit score for free. You can also get specialized loan officers on there as well. You can see how your credit score is calculated. You can see how your credit score is going to be impacted if you get a loan. You can go ahead and calculate that. You can get instant access to the factors impacting your credit score, such as the payment history, credit usage, all of that stuff. And the best part, there are so many articles under resources for saving money, for your future, for retirement, for planning. I mean, there are so many articles, short articles. If you have any questions about how to improve your credit score, it's on there. And this is just a wonderful feature. It is free. There is no charge whatsoever. So take advantage of that if you're a member with us.
BeMyCU.org. That's where you want to go. That's the starting point. Go from there to find out more about Credit Sense by Savvy Money from Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, it's going to do it. Let's run down the specials one more time before we get out of here. Again, it's Deals for Days. Again, it's Mother's Day weekend. Please don't forget Mama. And they're buying these flowers in here like crazy. Been sitting there watching, and they're going off this table pretty quick. So, Swaggerty sausage patties, $7.99. Snow crab clusters, $6.99 a pound. Leslie hadn't seen that price in a long time for snow crab clusters. Seedless watermelon quarters for 99 cents a pound. Look at that, man. Do they not look good? Gwaltney sliced bacon, $2.99 for Deals for Days today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Hormel pork fillets, $5.99. Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans for $4.75. Lance crackers, $2.99. Powerade, 28-ounce bottles, 79 cents. How about that? Great deal. Marie Callender's pies for Mother's Day for $4.99. Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99. Limit 4 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Betty Crocker cake or brownie mix, 4 for $5. Van Camp's chili with beans for $1.49. That's on the front side of the sale paper. Let's go to the back side. Got some great deals going on here. At the top, Cosmic Crisp apples for $1.29 that's per pound. Strawberry pie made in the bakery deli, $5.99 for Mother's Day. Black Forest ham, $6.99. Sliced any thickness you want for sandwiches. Dietz and Watson. There's your Takis for $8.99. Open center, right? Pillsbury crescent or cinnamon rolls, 2 for $5. Yoplait yogurt, limit 10, 10 for $5. Popcorner snacks, $2.99. You got the Snapple drinks. You got the Foster Farms mini corn dogs or Snapple 6-pack 16-ounce bottles for $4.99. Then you go to the bottom side of the shelf paper. Maxwell House Coffee, $8.49. Coffee Mate Coffee Creamer, $3.49. Pepperidge Farm Goldfish, $2.49. Totino's Pizza Rolls, 100 of those for $7.49. Limit 2. Nabisco Oreo or Chips Ahoy cookies, two for $7. You have the Kingfest charcoal to grill out this weekend, $9.99 a bag. You have the Bounty Essential paper towels or the Mega Bath Tissue 6 mega rolls for $5.99 each. All that and a whole lot more than that. It's a grilling out weekend. Fresh salmon fillets, $9.99 a pound at all Food Cities. You have gourmet burgers. Oh, man, they're good. Black and blue, bacon and cheddar. All kinds of gourmet burgers. $2 with your Food City card. Ribeye steak, $12.99. Your value card. 8-piece fried chicken, $8.99. All this available here's ground round for $4.99 a pound. Food City Fresh. Whew, man, I'll tell you, we had some hamburgers from here last weekend. They were absolutely out of the world good. Goodness gracious. All right, going to do it. Wrap it up. Let's, again, give you the verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross. You have a church home this weekend. We'd encourage you to come visit us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church. Love to see you. Getting ready to have Vacation Bible School in a couple of weeks. We're going to be talking about that, hot and heavy. Here's the verse of the day out of the book of Mark. Mark 11:24 says, "For this reason," it's the Lord talking to you, not me. This is the Lord himself. "For this reason I'm telling you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that it is granted to you, and you'll have it." Whew, that's powerful. Mark 11:24, the verse of the day. Good way to wrap it up. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Big thanks to our guest today, Andrew McKeon, the president of Carter County Bank, stopping by to talk a little sports. Jeff Beverly, obviously with the Big Orange Update, Les Music store manager. Also Shannon out of the Bakery Deli. And Camille was here to help hand out flowers when we were doing the flower segment because they're so covered up they can't get over and be with us today. Back on Monday. Ready to go. Our final tour of schools on Monday will be at Eastside Elementary, home of the Pirates, from 9 till 10. And then we'll pick up a new week of the Tom Daly Sports Show. It'll be show number 1856 on Monday. We'll be live, originating from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabeth. And have a great weekend. Remember your mother. Go preach to you one more time. Well, you don't know what she's done. We're mad. We're at odds. We're this. She said this. She did that. Okay, I get that. But for those of us that don't have a mama, mine's gone in glory. She wouldn't want to come back, but I miss the fire out of her. So yours is still alive. If you don't want to talk to her, text her or call her or put flowers on her front porch and keep trucking if you want to talk to her. I would be the bigger person and swallow my pride and go talk to her. I promise you. Because when she's gone, I remember I can tell you 2-3 things my mom did make me mad down through the years. Doesn't matter now. She's gone. Doesn't. Folks, I'm telling you, you know this if you lost loved ones. Once they're gone, they're gone. You can't get them back. And so what you think's a big deal, and at the time it may have been, but when they're gone, you go, did it really matter? I mean, does it really make that much difference? Because they're gone. My father, too. They're both gone. So I'm pleading with you. I'm not going to beg you, but I'm pleading with you. If you have a mama that's still alive, please, at the minimum, call her. If it's 30 seconds, call her. I love you. Thanks. Whatever. But if you can do more than that, do it. And whatever you need to show Mom you love her, you can find it right here at Food City. From cards to flowers to rockers out on the porch rockers out sitting out on the front porch here at all Food Cities while supplies last. The Mylar balloons. All the different ways you can take care of Mama with the cakes and the pies and the candy trays and all that's available at the Food City Bakery Deli. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You come in and you walk around and go, yep, I can find something here for Mom for Mother's Day. Please do that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Have a great weekend. See you back here on Monday at 9 o'clock. For the tour of schools, our final stop, thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union, will be at Eastside Elementary. Till then, for store manager Les Music, Steve Smith, the CEO of a fantastic company. They do a wonderful job doing a lot of things for a lot of people under the umbrella of Food City. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1855 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show today on a Food City Friday at Food City in Elizabethton. Have a great weekend. Happy Mama's Day. Happy Mother's Day and happy Mama's Day to you and